Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud, hammer in the air. Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and obscene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out. Don, you gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is Don Mega, and I'm your host, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me here tonight on this Monday. It is June the 27th, 2022. It's season 24, episode 15, and tonight's show is titled The Man From Graceland. That's right, I got a couple non-spoiler movie reviews for you. Got a couple TV shows to talk about. And then, of course, we're going to get into the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, television, movies, reviews, right here. Am I on the air? That's what's up. So let's get right into the show, ladies and gentlemen, with our non-spoiler movie reviews. And we're going to start off with the number one movie in the United States, and that is ELVIS. That's right, ELVIS has entered the building. This one is directed by Baz Luhrmann, who is the over-the-top director that did the Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio. He did The Great Gatsby and several others. He's very Moulin Rouge, so those big fancy kind of movies. And so he's perfect to take on the life of Elvis. This story really focuses on the life story of Elvis Presley as seen through the relationship with his manager, Colonel Tom Parker. Now, growing up, I was raised on a lot of Elvis because my dad loves Elvis. So if I was ever in the car with my father, Elvis was on the radio. So very, very familiar with this man. But I've never really seen his story told. You know, Elvis passed away before I was even born, so I only knew him by his music and not much else. In this movie, you got Austin Butler portraying Elvis Presley. You got Tom Hanks playing Colonel Tom Parker. And these two carry this movie to amazing levels. Amazing levels. This was a movie that when I heard it was being made, I was kind of like, meh. And then the trailer came out, and I was like, wow, that trailer is pretty damn impressive. And the second trailer came out, and I was on board. I was hooked. I was ready to shake, rattle, and roll. And I was just ready to go, man. And I went and saw this Friday night and was blown away. This is an almost 3-hour movie. Didn't even feel like it. It blazes by. The style is phonetic and crazy, and it's just fast beating and pumping, and you're seeing things happen, and you're just like, man, we've come such a far way as a society. Because watching this thing and seeing how the police and critics freaked out over this man playing rock and roll music and like wiggling his hips was like, oh, how dare he? Like he was just shaking his dong on stage, you know? Like, I mean, it's weird that caused such a ruckus. And then seeing the relationship between Elvis and Colonel Tom Parker, dude, Tom Hanks, the way he portrays this character, and if this is anything like how this dude was, oh my God, what a horrible relationship. What a manipulator. This reminded me a lot of the show I had watched a couple months back called The Shrink Next Door with Paul Rudd and Will Ferrell. This is exactly how Paul Rudd was to the Will Ferrell character, and that was based on a true story. And then I'm watching this movie and I'm seeing how Tom Hanks's character is, treating Elvis, and I'm like, oh my God, man, this is so manipulative. And he took such advantage of him, and is obviously the main reason why Elvis passed away at such a young age. He died at the age of 42, which is just ridiculous to think that he died so young. He accomplished so much, but died so young. What could he have been, if he could still be around to this day? I mean, it's just a big what if. I'm going to say now, I think this movie will be nominated for Best Picture. I think Austin Butler will be nominated for Best Lead Actor. I think Tom Hanks will be nominated for Best Supporting Actor. It's amazing. This movie's amazing. The acting is amazing. Austin Butler is not a household name, but I think after this movie, he will become one. He's that damn good in this. So, guys, I would highly recommend you go see Elvis. This movie is freaking fantastic. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. And this was one that weighed on me. I almost gave it 5, but there are some slow moments that I feel could have been cut out. It didn't need to be 2 hours and 40 minutes long. And I think that runtime is kind of, even though I said earlier it goes by pretty quick, it's still, there's stuff that can be cut out. There's stuff that can be trimmed back. But the performances, the acting, the story, incredible. Absolutely love this. One of the best films of the year so far. Highly recommend Elvis. 4 out of 5 stars. Now playing in theaters. My second movie is The Man from Toronto. So this is another new film that just came out this weekend, but this one is a Netflix film. So so you need to check out Netflix to see this one. Directed by Patrick Hughes, who did The Hitman's Bodyguard and The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. He's back in his typical style of action movie, having Kevin Hart and Woody Harrelson in this one. This was supposed to be in theaters, and then Sony sold it off to Netflix, and it was actually not going to be in theaters until August, so kind of got an early release here for The Man from Toronto over on Netflix. In a case of mistaken identity, the world's deadliest assassin, known as the Man from Toronto, and a New York City screw-up are forced to team up after being confused for each other at an Airbnb. So yes, this is a mistaken identity. Kevin Hart, going to take his wife on a little anniversary trip, pulls up to the wrong cabin and enters into kind of a hostage situation, and the hitmen think that Kevin Hart is the Man from Toronto, but that of course is Woody Harrelson, and that mistaken identity sets us off on a little action comedy adventure. Now, when this movie was being originally made, I had reported that it was actually supposed to be Jason Statham instead of Woody Harrelson. It was Jason Statham and Kevin Hart, and I loved the sound of this movie. And you could tell when you hear the script and you see what's going on, this should have been Jason Statham. It was hard to I love Woody Harrelson, by the way. I love him. But it was hard to kind of buy him fully in this role, because you could tell this role was made for Jason Statham. He knows 23 styles of martial arts, and he does this and he does that, and it's like, yeah, this is Jason Statham, not Woody Harrelson. You don't see Woody Harrelson throwing, spin kicks. Jason Statham dropped out because he wanted it to be a hardcore rated R movie, big action flick, and the director and the writers were like, it's not going to be that over the top. It's a PG-13, and so he ended up leaving the project. Just didn't see eye to eye and left. So Woody Harrelson stepped in. What I'll say for this movie is this. It's a good thing it went to Netflix. I don't think this movie would have done well in the theaters. I love Kevin Hart. I love him, and I thought he was awesome in this. Woody Harrelson, love him, was really good in this. It works in chunks, and it doesn't work in others. It's not the greatest movie, but being a Netflix film, it has enough laughs to be like, all right, cool, I'm glad I watched that. I didn't feel like I wasted the time, but at the same time, I was kind of like, well, I'm glad this wasn't in the theater, or I'd probably be disappointed. So it's funny how your mind kind of deciphers these films a little bit differently when, it's on Netflix as compared to going to a movie theater to see it. So overall, like I said, I had a fun time with it. I thought I laughed enough to have liked the movie. I just didn't love it. I wouldn't highly recommend it to anybody. But if you're a fan of Kevin Hart, if you're a fan of Woody Harrelson, you like, I would say watch the trailer if you like kind of that shtick of that action comedy thriller. I think you'll have enough fun with this one. So this is streaming now on Netflix. Definitely go give it a watch. I'd give it 3 out of 5 stars. All right, so that's my 2 new movies. Going on over into TV, I want to touch on a couple things. I finally checked out season 2 of Girls5Eva. Now, Girls5Eva, most of you are probably like, what the hell is he talking about? Because not a lot of you know about this show, but this is a comedy show that is on Peacock. This was a Peacock original. Girls5Eva season 1, produced by Tina Fey. It has that 30 Rock, Kimmy Schmidt kind of comedy flow to it. It's about a girl group. Think of it like kind of like a Spice Girls, and they've been broken up for a long time, and then a rapper makes a new song and he uses a sample from the Girls5Eva song, and it gives them kind of like a nostalgia boost. So they choose to reunite and try to get back on track. That was season 1. Season 2 is about them getting a record deal, going back in the studio to make their big comeback album. I love this show. It is dumb as shit. Let me just point that out. It's really, really dumb. You have to have that sense of humor of, I like this kind of stuff. Like, it's hard to explain. It's not highbrow comedy. This is very kind of lowbrow comedy. Like silly moves, silly acting, silly songs, and I love that kind of stuff. I eat it up. I eat it up for days. And I loved season 1 of this show and was really excited to get into season 2. We binged season 2 in like 2 days. It's so good. I loved it. It was awesome. It had that pop that season 1 had. All the girls were incredible. The story was fun, and I thought it was hilarious. So big shout out to Girls5Eva season 2. You can see the whole season now streaming over on Peacock. So if you have Peacock, I highly recommend you check this one out if you're a fan of comedies. All right, and then I just want to touch on 2 finales real quick. Last week was the finale of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and boy, was it a finale. I absolutely loved it. It was fan-freaking-tastic. Such a great finale. I was hit and miss with the show overall, but I thought the finale really stuck the landing and was incredible. And I told you on last week's show, I had guested on the podcast Shooting the Sith. And I had went on there 2 weeks ago and reviewed episode 5. And I'm happy to say I went back and shot a new episode with them on Shooting the Sith and did the finale wrap up. So I got to talk about the finale with Tim, the host of Shooting the Sith, and another special guest. And that is up on YouTube. I've posted up links. Hit me up if you would like a link, if you can't find it. It's on the Pop Culture Pros Network. It's on their YouTube channel and on their podcast stream. But the show is called Shooting the Sith, and it's a Star Wars show. And I was very happy to be invited back to talk about the finale of Obi-Wan Kenobi, which was awesome. And lastly, I want to touch on another finale for the show I Love You for That. This was a show that was on Showtime. I talked about it when I watched the first couple episodes. I finished it. I finished season 1. And I just want to say how amazing it is. This show is really smart comedy. It was fun. It was super funny. I loved all the people in it. It's a great ensemble. And I just, this is a show that I'm afraid is going to go really under the radar, especially being on Showtime, because I know a lot of you don't have that. But if you can seek this out and check it out, it's a really funny show. So great finale, great first season. Still waiting to see if it gets picked up for another one, but I wanted to shout out, I Love You for That. All episodes now streaming on Showtime. All right, so that's what we got on the review side. We got Elvis, now in theaters, 4 out of 5 stars. The Man from Toronto, now on Netflix, 3 out of 5 stars. Over on TV, we got Girls5Eva Season 2, that you can check out on Peacock. We got Obi-Wan Finale. You can watch Obi-Wan Finale, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you can check out all episodes now streaming on Disney Plus. And then we have I Love You for That Season 1, all episodes now streaming on Showtime. Okay, let's talk box office. And boy, was it an interesting one this weekend. Coming in number 10, it's The Bad Guys, which, by the way, The Bad Guys is premiering on Peacock this Friday. That's right, July 1st, The Bad Guys will be streaming on Peacock. So once again, I've been telling y'all, you should get Peacock. They are really stepping up their game, and they've been doing a lot of early screenings from movies right out the theater. So very awesome. Bob's Burgers is number 9. Number 8 is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Number 7 is Jug Jug Geo. Number 6 is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is now streaming on Disney Plus in the IMAX expanded ratio. Number 5 is Lightyear, which we do have our video review up of, me and my daughter, up on our TikTok and our Instagram, so check out the video review for Lightyear. Number 4 is The Black Phone. I really want to watch this one. Haven't had a chance yet. I had early passes to see this one a couple weeks ago, and unfortunately life got in the way and did not get to see it, but hopefully I'll get to this one soon. But The Black Phone debuts at number 4 with a really nice 23 million. You know, it sucks to hear it at number 4, but the top 4 is such a big hit that it downplays it. But a movie like The Black Phone probably cost like $8 million to make, and it made $23 million in its debut. So people are very, very happy with The Black Phone. Coming in number 3 is the movie that's been number 1 for the last couple of weeks, and that's Jurassic World Dominion. So congratulations there. And then here's the funny thing. So yesterday on Sunday, that's when the movie box office kind of comes out. And it finished with a tie. That's right, tie for first place between Elvis and Top Gun Maverick. Both movies estimated to bring in $30.5 million. How crazy is that? Top Gun has been out now since the end of May. So over a month now. And it hasn't even been number 1 for the last several weeks. That's been Jurassic World. So it's crazy that this week Top Gun jumped Jurassic World and then ended up tying a brand new movie like Elvis. So they were both tied at 30.5, and we were waiting until today's updated estimate to see who won the battle. And I'm happy to announce that Elvis is the winner, beating Top Gun Maverick by just $1 million. That's right. So Elvis made $31.5 million, and Top Gun Maverick is number 2 with 30.5. So once again, Top Gun Maverick number 2, Elvis, your number 1 movie with $31 million. Overestimating there because they were only expecting Elvis to make about 25 mil. And he ended up coming in with a nice 31. So great job there. Awesome stuff on the box office. So there we go with all of that, and now is the time when we switch gears and we get into all of the news from the past 7 days, the news of the week. Now, just as a reminder, a lot of the stuff that I'm going to get into with you guys is going to be kind of very high level. If you want to dig in any deeper, I would suggest heading on over to our Twitter feed over at twitter.com/amiontheair or on our Facebook feed to really get further details or to watch any of the trailers that we talk about. Other than that, I try to stay away from going too deep into things for spoiler reasons and other stuff. So there you go. Let's get into the news, because up first, we finally got a look at the new full trailer for Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 2, which drops on Friday. Whew, so excited for this. What really bums me out is that I'm actually going on vacation this weekend, and I don't know if I'll be able to get right to it, and I'm so sad because I want to see this so bad. This trailer is freaking amazing. So check out the trailer. It's got over 6 million views, and I think you'll really dig it. But once again, Volume 2 hits this Friday on Netflix, July 1st, for the final 2 episodes, but they're going to be long, man. Episode 8 is like 90 minutes, and then episode 9 is like 2.5 hours. So we got a good chunk of Stranger Things heading your way. And I can't wait to see where the season ends, because it's definitely been one of my favorites. Did you know there's a new Beavis and Butthead movie? That's right, Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe has already premiered on Paramount Plus. I have not watched it yet. I really should, because I did love Beavis and Butthead growing up, but I didn't like the trailer to this thing. And that makes me wonder, like, am I getting too old? Right? If I watch the Beavis and Butthead trailer and I don't really laugh or think it's that good, am I getting too old? But I've heard some decent things about it, so I'll probably still check it out just for nostalgia purposes. So we'll see where that goes. Sebastian Stan is set to star in a new movie from A24 called A Different Man. So, man, it's good to see the Winter Soldier over here picking up a lot of different movie roles. He's been working. It's good to see, man. Congratulations there. Legacy, the true story of the LA Lakers, has a new teaser that came out. It's previewing the upcoming Hulu documentary series that they're going to do. Nicole Kidman, Javier Bardem have joined the new animated picture from Apple and Skydance called Spellbound. The Hunger Games prequel is looking for a bunch of new tributes and mentors. Of course, that's for the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. They're getting ready to start filming that. So you're going to start seeing a lot of young actresses and actors sign on to this prequel. Dune Part 2 still doing some casting, and they just added Leah Sado as Lady Margaret. So very, very cool there. Leah is great. Of course, a lot of people mainly know her from the last couple James Bond movies, but I think she'll be a good addition for Dune. That's pretty cool right there. Bob's Burgers. We just talked about Bob's Burgers in the top 10 at the box office. Well, it's coming soon, later in July, to streaming, and it's actually going to be streaming on both HBO Max and Hulu. So there you go. So a little get to see whichever one you have. You can start watching Bob's Burgers. That's actually going to premiere on July 12th, by the way. So July 12th, it will start streaming on both HBO Max and Hulu. We have the trailer for Not Okay, which is starring Zoe Deutch, and it is an upcoming Hulu release. So Hulu, man, churning them out, dude. I love it. I love seeing all these original things coming to streamers. It's awesome. We have a new teaser for Thor: Love and Thunder, and I'm going to say this. I'm a guy who loves teasers. I love TV spots. I love trailers. I'm going to say they're starting to make some mistakes with the Thor: Love and Thunder rollout. This movie comes out in 2 weeks, and there's now probably 10 TV spots for this thing. There's only 2 full trailers, which is perfect, but then they're releasing TV spots like there's no tomorrow. And then over the weekend, they released about 4 or 5 clips from the movie, and I started watching a couple of them, and they were great. But then I said to myself, man, this is actually too much. And then my wife even said, like, do they want to show us the whole movie before we go into the theater? Like, they're showing too much, and it's going to take away from when we go to the theater. And for the first time, I agreed, and I stopped watching all the clips. Usually I'm like, nah, man, let's just watch these. But I don't know, man. Marvel is so weird how, you know, they didn't even release a trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder until like 2 months ago. They waited so long to give us our first look at this film, and then now that it's 2 weeks away, they're giving too many looks to this film. So I don't really get it. It's kind of baffling. So just be aware there's a lot of stuff out there for Thor: Love and Thunder, and if you're trying to stay spoiler free, just stay away. Stay away. Wes Ball is stepping down from his Harbinger movie that he was going to do because he wants to focus on his Planet of the Apes film that he's doing next. So kind of sad because Harbinger looks awesome and I was looking forward to that. So, but I am looking forward to another Planet of the Apes though. So, you know, it's cool to see that he wants to focus and kind of devote all his attention to that. Moving along here, Kevin Costner, he is going to be working on a new Western movie called Horizon, and he wants to make it an epic, and he wants to break it into 4 movies. God damn, Kevin Costner. He's doing another Dancing with Wolves, ain't he? He is planning on a epic Western movie called Horizon and breaking it into 4 films. So we'll see if this really happens, but that's what he wants to do. We have your first look at a new Netflix survival thriller called Keep Breathing. And this movie stars Scream's Melissa Barrera in the movie, which she is awesome. She was also in The Heights, so very interested to see where this Netflix thriller goes. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Blumhouse Pictures is hoping to get the rights to Nightmare on Elm Street and even possibly Friday the 13th. If they do, Blumhouse, which is led by Jason Blum, says he would like to get Robert Englund to return to play Freddy again. I'm just going to say, if he could do that, that'd be amazing. Because I would love to see another Nightmare on Elm Street, especially with Robert Englund as Freddy. So we're going to have to wait and see on this one. He does not have the rights to it yet, but he is looking to get it. Congratulations to the Father of the Bride reboot. That's right, this hit HBO Max a couple weeks ago, and it garnered HBO Max's largest audience for a streaming-only film. So congratulations there, man. They've done a lot of streaming-only films, and it's great to see Father of the Bride take the cake on this one. I have not watched this yet, because I was only so-so on the trailer, but I've heard some decent things. I think this will be an okay rom-com to sit through at some point, but I'm not ready for it yet. Sony's Kraven the Hunter movie will be a major departure from the comics, based on the words by Kraven himself, Aaron Taylor Johnson. That's right, Aaron Taylor Johnson basically saying that his Kraven the Hunter is an animal lover and fights for the animals. So I don't know where they're going with this film, man. I don't know how I feel about Sony trying to make all these villains and anti-heroes and so forth. It definitely leaves me scratching my head. Florence Pugh, who we all very much love, is going to star in East of Eden. This is a new limited series adaptation that will be coming to Netflix. Dark Winds has been renewed for season 2, so that is pretty awesome there. I know a lot of people like Dark Winds quite a bit. Harry Styles is going to be starring in a new movie called My Policeman, and we have the first little teaser trailer for it, which is a drama about a police officer who marries a school teacher while engaging in a gay relationship with a museum curator. Very interesting. This is coming to select theaters on October 21st, and will be hitting Prime Video on November 4th. We got a big behind-the-scenes featurette of Thor Love and Thunder. So once again, like I said, there's a lot of Thor Love and Thunder stuff, so I'm not going to talk about all of it, but this is a nice little featurette that kind of talks about bringing everybody back. Speaking of coming back, I'm so excited that we're getting a new season of What We Do in the Shadows. I love this show so much. And the season premiere will hit FX on July 12th. And of course, you'll also be able to stream that on Hulu as well. So just a couple weeks away from some more What We Do in the Shadows. House of the Dragon, which is the first Game of Thrones spin-off series, will hit HBO Max on August 21st. So there you go. A lot of people looking forward to that. We have a new Black Adam poster that is really damn cool, and we got that up on all our social medias, including our Instagram, so check that out if you'd like to. We have the preview trailer for One Up, which is a new upcoming gamer comedy, so check that out. I like that. Hunter Schafer has officially joined the cast of the Hunger Games prequel. Zoe Kravitz is set to lead Warner Brothers' new heist thriller film called The Sundance Kid. Peacock has released the first trailer for their upcoming slasher called They Them, starring Kevin Bacon. So I watched this one the other day, and it's a nice little teaser, man. So this one is going to be a Peacock exclusive. So coming, I believe, in August over on Peacock. We have some information on Ms. Marvel, talking about the latest episode, things you might have missed. Who is this new group that we met? Check that out if you're interested. And I'm still loving Ms. Marvel. I see a lot of hate for this one online. Don't really know why. I think it's a great show. We have the trailer for Lyle Lyle Crocodile. That's right. It is the new teaser trailer with Shawn Mendes as the singing reptile. So check out that, of course, based on the book series, Lyle Lyle Crocodile. Deadpool 3, God, I hate when I get tongue twisted on this show. Deadpool 3, the writers are teasing a fish out of water story for the MCU, which they say fits great, right? We're putting him in the MCU. He's never really been here before. I love the idea of a fish out of water story. So, hopefully the multiverse will drop Deadpool into our MCU and we'll kind of just take it from there. Brad Pitt suggests that he may be retiring soon. That's right, saying that he is officially on the last leg of his career. Kind of interesting, man. Brad Pitt's been doing a lot lately. We got Bullet Train coming out in a couple months, which looks great. He's still signed on to some big projects, so I don't think he needs to retire. But that's what he's saying right now, so we'll see there. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, like I said, it is officially streaming on Disney Plus now, but you can also purchase it on Vudu and other VOD streamers, so if you would like to add it to your collection, you can now do so. Gone in the Night is a new trailer we got starring Winona Ryder. This movie was formerly called The Cow, but now it's coming to theaters and it's called Gone in the Night. Danielle Deadwyler is set to star in a new sci-fi thriller with Aldous and Edwin Hodge. It's going to be called Parallel. We have the trailer for Smile, which looks really interesting, creepy as hell, and looks very unique. So, Smile. Check that out when you get a chance. Morbius, congratulations. It is topping the VOD charts right now. So congratulations there. Nice to get a win for Morbius, ladies and gentlemen. Have you seen the latest episode of The Boys yet? That's right. Herogasm is now streaming. Its episode is one of the most sexually graphic hours of mainstream television ever. That's right. This movie takes place at a superhero orgy. So if you don't watch The Boys, start watching The Boys, because this show is fantastic. And this episode, I'm going to leave it at that. Jennifer Coolidge is officially going to reprise her role as Tanya in season 2 of The White Lotus, so congratulations there. We have the first trailer for the new Apple TV Plus series 5 Days at Memorial, which exposes the hospital horrors in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. I watched this little teaser and it looks really, really good, so looking forward to that. Apple TV Plus knows how to do television shows, so check that out when you get a chance. Killing It, officially renewed for season 2 over on Peacock. I love this show. It's got Craig Robinson. This show is hilarious, and I'm very happy to see that it's been renewed for season 2. Discovery Plus has nabbed the rights to Alex Holder's Trump 2020 election footage documentary. So yes, that'll be coming to Discovery Plus. Olivia Cooke, Adam McKay are teaming up for a new horror thriller called Breeders. Let's see here. Disney has officially confirmed where Doctor Strange 2, where it takes place on the official MCU timeline. So it didn't fall where I expected it to fall. I'll say that. I mean, it's not far off from what I thought, but it was interesting. So I won't spoil it for those of you that get weird about this kind of thing. But if you go to Disney Plus and you go to the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline, you can see where Doctor Strange falls. Leigh Whannell, who's an amazing director, he is in talks to direct the Green Hornet and Kato film. So yes, they've been trying to reboot the Green Hornet for quite some time, and it'd be cool to see Leigh Whannell take on this one. Of course, he most recently did The Invisible Man, which was great. So I can't wait to see what he would do with the Green Hornet. I think it'd be really, really cool. Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous released its final season trailer, so check that out if you're interested. We also have the trailer for The Longest Night, which previews the upcoming action thriller. It is a Spanish language series that's coming to Netflix. Gina Rodriguez and Zachary Levi are joining the upcoming Netflix Spy Kids reboot film. That's right. We were talking about that. Robert Rodriguez coming in to produce, and of course he did the original film series. Zachary Levi, our Shazam, along with Gina Rodriguez, who is always great, officially signed on for the leading roles, I'm guessing as the parents, for the Spy Kids reboot. I think that's pretty awesome there. We have the trailer for Solar Opposites Season 3, so check that out. We have the trailer for Barbarian, which is a rental nightmare for two strangers. It comes out in August. Let's see here. We got more info on Ezra Miller and more allegations, so I don't know what's going on with this dude. Like I said, this isn't the platform for it, so the article has been posted. You read with it and do with it as you wish. Chris Pratt says that his Mario voice is unlike anything you've heard of in the franchise, so I can't wait to see, it's me, Chris Pratt, what he ends up doing with Mario. Henry Czerny is reteaming with his Ready or Not directors for the Ghostface sequel, of course, Scream 6. So another new addition there for Scream 6. They're still adding a lot of casting for that. John Williams is hinting at retiring from retiring from scoring after he does Indiana Jones 5. So that might be the last time we get a new John Williams score. So that would be really interesting there if that happens. Michelle Trachtenberg, her character Georgina Sparks, is returning to Gossip Girl in the upcoming season 2 on HBO Max. So little connection piece there. I like it. I haven't seen Michelle Trachtenberg in quite some time, so very interesting there. Obi-Wan actress Moses Ingram is set to star opposite Natalie Portman in the upcoming Apple TV adaptation of Lady in the Lake. Showtime is turning Mandy Patinkin's slightly insane real-life marriage to Catherine Grody into a scripted comedy series. That's right. It's a pilot order called Seasoned, which will be a half-hour comedy inspired by Mandy Patinkin's marriage to Catherine Grody. I don't know what's so special about this. It's very interesting, but we'll see how this Showtime series turns it into something. The Buccaneers is a new TV series that's being put together, and it's based on an unfinished Edith Wharton novel. It's been ordered again over at Apple TV Plus with Josie Tota leading, and then a bunch of other young females. Kristen Forsyth, Alison Bowe as well. There you go. Selling Sunset has scored a 2-season renewal over at Netflix, plus a spinoff, Selling the OC, is coming soon. So there you go on that. Thor: Love and Thunder, the first reactions have come out, and they are praising the film. That's right. I think I'm going to be doing a quick bite on this, where we will talk about all the first reactions and let you guys know, of course, non-spoiler, just how people are feeling about the newest film in the MCU, the 29th film of the MCU. I'm looking forward to Thor: Love and Thunder so much. This is my most anticipated film of the year, so we'll break down the first reactions. Emmy winners Billy Porter, along with Guy Fieri, are getting back into the passenger seat for the Tom Brady road trip comedy that we were talking about, I don't know, a couple months ago that Tom Brady was going to do. So now we got some additional casting for it. Hacks breakout Meg Stalter is going to do a new semi-autobiographical comedy over on HBO Max. It's going to be called Church Girls, and it's going to be inspired by the comedian's upbringing. So very interesting there. Lupita Nyong'o was originally in the Apple TV Plus series Lady in the Lake, but she had to leave, which brought in Moses Ingram. We just talked about that a couple minutes ago, but I did want to point out that Lupita Nyong'o had to drop out. This role was originally for her. Marvel Studios officially returning to San Diego Comic-Con next month. That's right, baby. MCU coming to Hall H, and we are ready. We're ready for some big announcements. So, Kevin Feige had said like a week or two ago that the bigger picture is coming into, it's going to be a little bit clearer in the very foreseeable future, and I'm wondering if this is what he was talking about here. Are we going to get the cast of Fantastic Four? Are we going to get footage of something we didn't know about? Are we going to find out what the next Avengers film is? Like, are we just going to learn about Phase 5? I cannot wait to see what Marvel does at Comic-Con. Very, very cool. We have the official plot synopsis for Furiosa, which is the upcoming Mad Max prequel, so check that out if you're interested. Fatal Attraction, which they were still putting together over on Paramount Plus. I'm looking forward to this one. Alyssa Giles, along with Toby Huss, have joined the Paramount Plus streaming series, so great additions there. The new Santa Claus is coming soon, and we have your first look at that. Of course, that's coming to Disney Plus with Tim Allen even returning. Woke has been canceled by Hulu after just 2 seasons. Very sad about this. I actually really like the show Woke. I just started season 2 just a week ago. So sad to see that that's been canceled. I kind of expected. I don't really hear anybody talk about this show, but it was a good one. Okay, moving along. Talking about my Wi-Fi network over here. Matt and Ross Duffer are discussing the future Stranger Things spinoff. Yes, they are going to do a spinoff, and they say it's going to be different than what anyone is expecting. What could that be? I don't know, but very interesting to see this. Something in this universe could continue even after Stranger Things finishes. So I like that. All right, moving along, we have your full list of winners for the BET Awards. That was last night, 2022. So check that out, see if your favorites won. Chris Hemsworth says that he's up for more Thor. Yes! Because I love Chris Hemsworth. I think Thor's my favorite Avenger right now because he's one of the only OGs that is left remaining. But he's the only one also that got 4 movies. So I'm going to ride with Thor. And he says, yes, he's up for more. He says, thanks to the whole new journey that Taika Waititi has laid out. So I love that he loves working with Taika. I love that they all love what they've done with this universe. And I love that they want to do more. So that's very, very cool there. Congratulations to Top Gun Maverick, which officially passed the $1 billion mark. $1 billion. That's right. The very first time ever for Tom Cruise, ever in his career, to have a $1 billion movie. And it's Top Gun Maverick. Congratulations, man. We were just celebrating less than a week ago that it hit 900 million. And it now has passed $1 billion. And look at that. It was in a race to be number 1 after like 5 or 6 weeks in the box office. That is just insane. But congratulations there. That is awesome. And well worth it. I love Top Gun Maverick. Saw it twice. And very, very deserving there. Succession. Season 4 beginning production, so there you go. I know a lot of you love that show. We have the trailer for The Invitation. Natalie Emmanuel gets trapped at a vampire wedding. So yes, check out that trailer if you are interested. July 10th, we're getting more episodes of WWE Biography. That's right, featuring new episodes featuring The Undertaker, Goldberg, the Bella Twins, Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, Lex Luger, Edge, and D-Generation X. All going down starting Sunday, July 10th on A&E. Carol Burnett is going to guest star in Better Call Saul. That's right, in the upcoming final season. You'll get some Carol Burnett. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I told you, has been cast in a lot, and they just added Jason Schwartzman as the host for the movie. So very, very cool there. I can totally see that. Christian Bale says he would play Batman again if Christopher Nolan returned to direct. So there you go. At one point, Christian Bale said, I'll never do another Batman. But now he's changing his tune a little bit. But he says he did make a pact with Christopher Nolan. So he said if Chris ever came up with a new idea or something he wanted to do, he'd be on board as long as Chris wanted to do it. So very interesting there. Emma Roberts officially joins the cast of the Madam Web movie. That's right, the Sony Spider-Man adjacent spin-off movie, Madam Web, which continues to do what I've been saying for months. They're just adding a bunch of hot chicks to this film and hoping that it brings the fanboys out. They continue to prove my point correct. I've been telling y'all this for months. They got Dakota Johnson. They got Sydney Sweeney. Oh my God, who else did they just add recently that I was like, come on. And now Emma Roberts. Dude, like, it's like a joke at this point. They're like, hey, are you a hot young female in the movie industry right now? You want to do a Sony Marvel film? Come sign up for the Madam Web movie. We got you. We got your needs all set. So there you go. Breaking news. Emma Roberts joining the ever-growing hot cast of Madam Web. We have the trailer for Surface. That's right. Gugu Mbatha Raw leads Apple TV Plus's new psychological thriller. So check that out. Taika Waititi says Thor Love and Thunder tops Ragnarok. That's right. He says, I couldn't be happier. And boy, does that make me excited, because if you're telling me this thing tops Ragnarok, yo, then let's go, son, because I love me some Ragnarok. Are you ready to own Zack Snyder's Justice League? I know I am, because yes, it was already released on physical media, but now they're releasing it on digital, finally, because I have HBO Max, but I want to own this thing in my collection on digital 4K, and we're going to get it. Zack Snyder tweeted out that the digital version will hit July 19th. That's right, just a couple weeks away. July 19th, you can own Justice League, his version, the 4-hour cut, along with, it will also include the Justice's Gray version, which is the black and white one, the Road to Justice League, and a behind-the-scenes featurette. So, looking really forward to adding this one to the collection. we have there's a new thriller being put together called Love Lies Bleeding, starring Dave Franco and Jenna Malone. It's going to be an A24 romantic bodybuilding thriller. Very interesting touch there. Russell Crowe is set to play a real-life priest in an upcoming supernatural thriller called The Pope's Exorcist. So very interesting there. Rumor came out today that Neve Campbell might have secretly signed on for Scream 6. That's right. Remember, she said, I'm not going to do Scream because they didn't want to give me no money. Why? They gave her some money, so she couldn't do it. But yeah, so, that is the rumor. So once again, I scream rumor. Take it for what it is. But Neve Campbell might have secretly signed on. She's going to pop up in this movie. I had a feeling she would, because it looks bad on the studio, dude. Like, you're not going to pay Neve Campbell to do Scream 6? You better take care of it, son. And I think that's what they ended up doing. Legends of Tomorrow's Nick Zano, along with Teen Wolf's Shelley Hennig, are set to lead Netflix's Vegas set action comedy Obliterated, which is coming from the Cobra Kai Commanders. God damn it! Fucking G.I. Joe. Cobra Kai creators, not Cobra Kai Commanders. I kill myself sometimes. Yes. So yes, new show there, Obliterated, coming soon to Netflix. The Old Man has officially been renewed over at FX for season 2. I feel like I want to watch this show. I feel like it'll be really good, but I just have too much shit to watch. So unless somebody tells me how amazing this is, I'm skipping this one for now. But I've heard it's really good. So congratulations to The Old Man being renewed for season 2. Andie MacDowell has boarded The Way Home, which is Hallmark's new family time travel drama. That's right. So congratulations to Andie MacDowell on that one. The Orville has a season 3 episode that is quote unquote lost, but it's going to be released as a novella by Seth MacFarlane. So yes, set your plasma pistols for reading for the Orville fans that would like to read this episode. Okay, moving along. We talked about that. The Umbrella Academy, the creator of the show, says he has a 4-season plan. So season 3 just launched on Netflix. I don't care for this show. I know a lot of you love it. I just can't get into it. But yeah, it looks like maybe one more season and then they're going to call it a day. We'll see, because it's been 3 big seasons. But yes, he planned it as a 4-season show. Let's see here. Joe Manganiello is set to star in an upcoming sci-fi suspense series called Moonhaven, which will be premiering July 7th only on AMC Plus. So that is coming very soon there, which I'm actually excited for, because I have AMC Plus and I don't watch shit on it. So I'm glad to hear that there's a show coming that I might actually find interesting. And once again, shout out to Tom Cruise, man. Congratulations once again. $1 billion at the box office. It's the first Tom Cruise film to achieve the milestone and the 50th Hollywood movie overall. The sequel is the highest grossing film now of 2022. So congratulations once again, Top Gun Maverick joining the $1 billion club. And with that note, my friends, that's the end of our show. Look at how we hit that 45-minute mark. We're just so good. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey guys, I don't think there's going to be a show next week, so I'm giving you a heads up. Like I said, I am going out of town this weekend. This Friday, July 1st, is my honeymoon. Not my honeymoon, my anniversary. God damn it, dude. It's my anniversary. But I'm treating it like a honeymoon because we're going to Las Vegas. And we got a big several days planned out. And we're going to have a good time in good old Las Vegas, Nevada. So we'll be checking out some WWE. I'll be live at Money in the Bank. We're going to be checking out the Blue Man Group. Going to be checking out some Shin Lim, who is a 2-time winner of America's Got Talent. Going to be checking out the Jabberwockies. I have seen them multiple times live. Going to check them out again. And whatever else floats our boat while we're in the good old LV. But we will be there for the whole 4th of July weekend. So next Monday, I will still be in Vegas. So I will not be able to record. And by the time I get back to town, maybe I'll put up an episode a couple days late. We'll have to see how it plays out, but I wanted to give you all a heads up as it stands right now. I don't know if I'll be able to get to it by the time I get back and get back to work and everything. It might be too much, but looking forward to the next time we talk. I already have 2 sets of tickets for Thor Love and Thunder for next week. I'll be seeing it on the preview night in IMAX, and then going again on Friday night with the whole fam. So looking forward to that. We binge watched all the Thor movies with my daughter. We're watching a lot of different Marvel movies over the past couple days, getting ready for our Thor hotness. So it's been a fun time. All right, let me get you guys out of here. I don't want to ramble on anymore. Once again, anniversary coming up on July 1st. 10-year anniversary, ladies and gentlemen. So big milestone. That's why we're heading out to Las Vegas, do a little something special, a little something different. So that does it for me here tonight. AmIOnTheAir.com is our official webpage, so make sure you bookmark that. We have, of course, Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at AmIOnTheAir. Follow me on Twitter at DXDonMega. Make sure you subscribe to us on Apple Podcast. If Apple's not your thing, you got us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Pandora, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Podcast. We're on everything. Podchaser, everything you listen to, I'm sure you'll be able to find Am I on the Air. Just search it on up. Pod, what is that other pod site? Sorry. My mind's all over the place tonight. I apologize. Pod. Good Pods. That's the name of it. Good Pods. I don't know why I spaced that one. Because I don't use it very often, but I know a lot of you do. So Good Pods. If you listen to us on there, go ahead and share that out because that really helps us get some exposure. Make sure Facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Go ahead and give us a like on there and like our fan page there. And you can get all the news and the trailers, everything we've been talking about. Make sure you subscribe to us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all at Am I on the Air. Make sure you get the video reviews on our TikTok and our Instagram. And a big shout out to Pop Culture Pros. We are part of the Pop Culture Pros network. And of course, the Red Dragons Radio. That's right. We're always streaming on both networks on demand. So make sure you check that out at Red Dragons Radio and at Pop Culture Pros. And we always appreciate them supporting the show. That'll do it for me once again on this Monday, June the 27th, Season 24, Episode 15, The Man from Graceland. That's right. On this June the 27th, I hope you all have an amazing week. I'll keep you posted on when I'll return. Just keep an eye out. I'll make sure not to leave you too long. And like I said, we'll hopefully get this out. Get out our Am I on the Air Quick Bites episode with the Thor Love and Thunder reactions. So make sure you check that out. And subscribe. Remember, our Am I on the Air Quick Bites is a spin-off podcast. It is a different podcast feed. So make sure you subscribe to that as well on all your favorite platforms. All the same places. Check them out. Am I on the Air Quick Bites. That'll do it for me. Once again, have a great week, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace!
Red Dragons!